What is up, home workout and bodyweight exercise fans? In today's video I want to talk about a very important aspect of training, and that's knowing when to step back, knowing when it's time to pick your battles, or it's time to take it a little bit easier, to yield into the natural rhythms of your body. I know a lot of people, for example, find it really difficult to train a little bit lighter when they should, to take a week off, or at least a deload week. I've made a video about deload weeks, you can check it out above. And a lot of people are always really eager for their days off, when it's time to deload, when it's time to take it easy. But there's the opposite group, as I said, of people that find it really difficult. These people usually are people who depend on their workouts for their emotional balance, for feeling good, for generally those of the people that expect a mental reward from working out besides a physical. And I'm also one of those people, which is why it took me quite a lot of time to learn to accept my body's requests, when it needs to take it easy, when it needs rest, when my joints are starting to feel a little bit achy and they need a little bit more of a more sensitive treatment. So it's important to learn to yield to your physiology, instead of always pushing. You have to push a lot of times, and I know people that don't push hard enough, a lot of people, but there is a balance, and finding that perfect balance takes time, takes experience. You need a proper coach, for example, if you're a noob. And it's basically the art of training, knowing when to push, knowing when to back off. So this week, for example, is a deload week for me. I'm a lot better with taking deload weeks in comparison with the past. In the past I would hate them a lot. Nowadays I've learned to yield with a more graceful way when it's time. And I also take advantage of deload weeks for treating my joints and treating my connective tissue with a little bit of healthy movement. So what I do nowadays when I have a deload week is, first day is always completely off. Second day I'm going to work with elastic bands, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the basic natural movements. I'm going to do high reps with low intensity, just in order to bring some blood flow in the joints, in the circulation. Tendons heal a lot slower than muscles because they are a lot more avascular, they get a lot less blood. So these are some stuff I do. I stretch my lower body. I've mentioned in a previous video about stretching, you can check it out, Captain Jack Marrow will link it above, that there are not a lot of benefits of stretching nowadays. We've seen that most of what we saw wasn't that what we thought wasn't that accurate, but that's still kind of a dark corner of the fitness, of the sport, of sports science knowledge. We are still not sure what's up with that. So I like to stretch my lower body always. I don't know, it feels a lot healthier for my lower body. I prefer doing mobility drills for my upper body and doing stretches for my lower body. I believe it's a better way to nourish your body when it's time to take it easy. And these are some ways I deal with times when I have to take a step back. If you'd like to learn more about my approach to dealing with painful joints and chronic situations where your joints are quite painful. I basically come up with, well, I didn't come up with it, but it's something I've been developing for a lot of time now, based on different ideas from different people, and I combine mobility drills basically with elastic bands. If you're interested in that, I'll make a video about that tomorrow. I hope today's video was helpful. Let me know, what are your thoughts? How do you deal? Do you find it difficult to step back? Are you happy when it's time to step back, to take a few days off? And until next time, keep on training.